That's really unique, Faye. That a mugshot or your version of Picasso?
Mic on.
All right, here we go. So, play some mud today. Not too crazy of a list. Um, so trying Crucible main. Two Triniseers, one Thorn as an extra turn one way we can interact with combo decks. Uh, with two more on the board. The Crucible is good with the Wastelands and the Inventor's Fair. Um, three Manifolds keys to be a little faster. Oh my god. Where the fuck are my Grim Monoliths? I built this out Grim Monoliths. I'm insane. That's like the whole point. So, gotta add some Grim Monoliths up in here. Glad I noticed that. I'm like, I have Manifold key, but my 2-drops look low. Okay. Yeah, this I was wondering why the deck went together so easily for me. So, find 4 cuts here. Let's go to 3, go to 2 keys. Uh, I don't mind going to 1 Trinisphere and 1 Thorn rather than 2 Trinisphere. I mean, Trinisphere just wins the game, but being able to play something on turn 1. You know what? Talk myself out of it. A lot of Delver and Death and Taxes running around, so the Thorn won't do too much, and just having 2 on the board in case we need it for the combo matchup seems fine. Um, I'm actually gonna cut an Ugin. Actually, I'm very close to cutting both Ugins. This card, once you have Thorns or Lodestone Golems in play, can be very difficult to cast. Uh, I'm gonna try a league with no Ugins and just see how it feels. Yeah, it looks a lot cleaner. Okay, let's try this. Go to Mana Traders, grab 2 fucking Grim Monoliths. Oops. That's what happens. You get too excited building a deck and then just goes right over my head. So, get these monoliths going and then start up a league. Ugh. Did go with 2 caverns. I've been getting dazed all the time recently, so I think having a couple caverns is nice. Alright, and that's it. Let's play a league. Cool. Oh, fast one. My leagues with this deck have typically gone pretty quickly. Abolish. Abolish. Name sounds very familiar. No? Huh. Maybe I played them on my other computer. God, I hate playing 24 land deck and only having 2 in the opener and not even a soul land. This hand just gets absolutely annihilated by Wasteland. I only have to draw lands, I don't have to draw spells, which is nice. It's a tough one. Actually, let me pop out the chat. Worry about it later. Alright. I think it's a mulligan. I'd rather keep this, put back Blightsteel. Having 3 lands feels a lot better. Trop, 100%. Yep, Delver. This is just like all I've been facing, so actually worried that Mud is not very well positioned at all. With the recent event, like this seems like the past 2 weeks has been non-stop non-stop Delver and bug control with Wasteland. Sometimes with Stifle, but they run like a loam in the sideboard, so that's why I have the Wastelands. I mean the Leyline of the Voids. That's pretty brutal. I'm actually gonna waste here because our only hope I think is that they just brick on land and we hit running lands. Up, and they had Wasteland anyway, so if we went Cavern we would have got wasted. Sure. So the play seemed correct because if we hit Soul Land and get to go Monolith, we're in a good position. See if they waste. They don't waste, which is bizarre. So I'm gonna go Golem and play Grim Monolith and pass. This will probably eat a Force, and they'll probably waste the Cavern, which will give me a chance to go Cloud Post into hopefully another land. Yeah, there's your Force. And it's good we're getting a Force of Will out of the hand rather than a Force of Negation, so I have a chance that other things will resolve. Alright, we probably did. So we give ourselves like the best chance to win that, I think. We'll go Chalice on 1. See, we could have went like Cavern into Trinisphere, but that also gets Daze, and then if we get Wasteland in, just comes into play tap. Hardcast Daze maybe, or Bolt. If it's Bolt, yeah, Hardcast Daze, okay, sure. Yeah, again, this is one of those games I don't think we could have won at any point. So, Magic in general, I think, has a lot more non-games than people like to admit. I think they like to feel smart, like a lot of decisions mattered. But here was just a turn 1 blind flip Delver and a bunch of Wastelands. There's Crucible Worlds, but I'm sure it's not going to mean anything. You know, they go turn 1 Delver into with a double Wasteland Force Daze, so is what it is. And they brainstorm here. Maybe trying to find Bolt. Nothing else really matters. We get bolted, it's over. Okay. That's weird. Trying to think about what we could possibly draw. I guess technically, if somehow if Crucible resolves, or even if Crucible is countered, but they don't have Wasteland or Bolt or another threat or a counterspell, we could draw a Glimmer Post and then into like a Lodestone Golem or into a Karn. But this is looking really bad. Turn one blind. I wonder what the 1% is. And why'd you even force that? I mean, it doesn't matter, right? If they have Bolt, we're just dead anyway. Inventor's Fair. Nope. Alright, so got absolutely bodied. Excellent. By the double force, double wasteland, turn one blind flip. And that's something you have to just gobble up when you play mud. It's like, just know that that's what's going to happen to you. I typically cut Karns, because it takes way too long to get that going. Very good spatial contortions and a flagship. And you can make an argument for bringing in Ballista over something like Platinum Angel, which can get removed easily. Once they actually start bringing in all the artifact and yeah, removal, like Cindervines, Return to Nature, Ancient Grudge. So just getting that out of there is fine, I think. Yeah, I think we just run it like this. Again, this is a very difficult matchup. I threw Spatial Contortions in the sideboard to help a little bit, but I'm still not thinking this is too great. Alright, let's see what this hand looks. The hand seems good. We go turn one. You go I don't like turn one Metalworker very much. I'd rather go turn one Lightning Greaves. Because Metalworker can get just bolted right away, so being able to actually net mana the first turn you play it sounds great. Because if they say go Wasteland and we go like City Eager, Monolith, Metalworker, Equip, now we have like a steady source of at least a small amount of mana. That's really, really unlucky. And I just put these in. Why? Remind me. Play a Grim Monolith. See if it gets countered. Like, hope it gets dazed. But, we'll see. I just play a land and say go. Just develop mana, I think. We have to, like, it's nice having a Greaves in play as if you get one thing to resolve. We're in a great position for Forge Master. We have a lot of, like, that's one of the great things about Monolith is there's just Forge Master fodder. You ramp up into it and then just sack anything you tapped to get out your Bladesteel. Yep, and that's like the nut card against us. So we're just gonna play lands and pass. But Null Rod has been like, and that's something else too. I've been seeing Null Rod like crazy, which can only be removed with Blast Zone, which I don't even have in this deck currently. So this is never leaving the board, and that is what it is. And here comes like what would have been the win. But yeah, this Null Rod is just absolutely insane. Like their hand could have been like 6 lands Null Rod, and they're gonna snap it off. We can pretend to play a game here, I guess. Just try to attack with a 3/5, but I feel like I just made like dazed. Yeah, this matchup is very difficult. So, if you want to like absolutely win, this is not the. I don't think like it really just happened very quickly in like the past 2 weeks, ever since some sort of that bug mid range pile one. I've been seeing it. I think it was the weekend I top forward. And I've been seeing it a lot in leagues, and it's just like play Uro, put Wasteland into play, Wasteland you, and then play Uro the following turn with like another Wasteland. Absolutely disgusting. And you're forcing this. That's good for us, I think, because that was just a 3/5. So Another wasteland, sure. They never don't have multiple wastelands in the top 10 cards. Which is one of the reasons we register Crucible World, right? Even if no matter what they waste here, if we draw Crucible, it's great. So being able to replay City of Traders. Okay. And Crucible, they have a Hooting Mandrills, so now we're actually on a clock. It's weird they destroyed the land that did damage to us, and then played the Hooting Mandrills. Getting rid of City seems a lot better. Like I'm gonna have to take 2 to do anything. Yeah, we're done. So yeah, just drawing. You know, we're one turn late on the Forge Master for like a null rod. It happens. It's been happening more often recently. So as much as I really enjoyed playing it for that tournament, yeah, it's been a rough week trying to find like success with something. Where are the list? Like this is generally like the list I've been seeing. Like Scavenging Boost plays it, and it also topped. It was just like Dazes. It's like Daze and a mid-range shell that plays Arrow and Wasteland and sideboards Life from the Loam. Um, so it's just, and then like sideboard Force of Vigor. I faced one control. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I literally call out this list that we can't beat, and that's who we pair into. So that's great. All right, cool, 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 cool. So sure, let's just see how this goes. All right. Um, Get rid of the manifold key here, and just go Cloud Post past. But if they're on the same list that they had played, yeah, no, you can play Blast Zone. Oh, he's not in Delver. That gives us a better chance. But you can just play Blast Zone. Yeah, since it's a land, days. Sure. Yeah. But Blast Zone is pretty good. I ran that previously. Let's see. So trap this pass. So we can go land. Metalworker's not bad. So we can go play Wasteland and then play Trinisphere. Or play, because if we play Wasteland and then Trinisphere, we could waste them, and then next turn play Caracas Lodestone. Doing a lot of damage to ourselves, which is scary. Because we take 2, it flips, we take 3, that's 5, we're at 12, we take 2 to play Lodestone, we're at 10. So they're like a 4-turn clock, and we're at a 4-turn clock also, but they're going to be up a half a turn. So yeah, I think this is still just a play. It's gonna get forced. Like I'm playing like they don't have counter spells, but obviously they have counter spells. Oh wow. Okay. So I'm actually not gonna wasteland them because they can't play anything next turn anyway. But they will flip the Delver like we anticipated. But they can. All right. So yeah. So now we can untap and see because they can't do anything until our turn anyway. This didn't flip when they brainstormed. I just realized, which is weird. So I'm gonna hit the green source because they could play Hooting Mandrills through Trinisphere because Delve is a weird mechanic. And we're just gonna play a Lodestone Golem. So Inventor's Fair will actually get us another turn. All right, so they have a land. They're fetching green source, and they have the Hooting Mandrills, which was the only card that they could have played. So that's kind of frustrating. Interesting. So we can play Greaves and Metal. No, we can't play both because of Trinisphere. So what's better? It's just Metalworker's better, and Inventor's Fair will gain us a life next turn. Yeah, this is gonna involve getting lucky. So maybe I don't attack. No, I can't attack. No way I can attack. All right. And stifle. Sure. Attacking with both. 4, 5, 6, 7. If they have land bolt, we're dead. Is there any way I can win next turn? If I draw an artifact that's 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, I could pop into Vendor's Fair and have 4 mana. I'm trying. My only. I think no matter what I draw, I'm in big trouble. But I gain 1 life if I untap. I take 4 here. No, I think I have to. Hey Nathan, what's going on, man? How are you? And they had the a hex string. Okay, that's a little irritating. So we can gain 2 life. Guess I'm not gonna block, right? So I can just play a Night Lightning Greaves, equip and pass. Definitely not a good position because if they have force blue card, we're in a position that now we're gonna lose. Yeah, which is what they have. Because I can Adventurous Fair for something right here, but they haven't cast 1 force this match, so something's definitely gonna get forced. And they have a stifle. Oh, they have a stifle too that they revealed to. So I guess the plan is just top deck or I can activate this, hope that they stifle it, and then just try to top deck Forge Master. That's a line, right? They stifle this, I top deck Forge Master. So I didn't need that last mana, sure. Yeah, so they stifle. Okay, so now we can top deck. So let's see if we can hit the 4 outer because we played 2 our outs. Let's see if we're rewarded for that. All right, that's an 8% chance. Oh, never lucky. Boo. All right. Getting absolutely dumpstered, Nathan. I was just talking about how I think like recently in the past week I've been seeing like even more Delver and then bug mid-range decks that are just really messing me up. So, um, yeah, just absolutely just getting. They like turn 1 blind flip Delver. It seems like nonstop, and then yeah, it's just a lot of pressure. It's very difficult for this deck to keep up with, which is one reason I left the Cloud Post version to go with like the 12 Solan version. It's it just seems like you need to have the extra mana for days, or you need to be able to put threats into play on turn 1 like every single time. And also that I was playing the Lotus Petals and Mox Opals to help pay for that, to make sure days is irrelevant against the deck. But I wanted to try this for a league, and it's not feeling stellar, to be honest. Or I want to say it's not feeling stellar. It doesn't feel stellar versus the decks, that people are playing currently. So, like, this is a hand you just have to keep, I feel. Like, turn 1 Monolith, turn 2 I could Wasteland them if they don't play a threat. I have removal for a threat if they play a threat. We have Forge Master, which could find something. Um, And they force a negation that, which I think is good for me. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna wasteland them. If they went threat, I wouldn't worry. I know they shuffled, so that's like absolutely actually more reason just to wasteland them. So sure. And actually rewarded. I actually get rewarded for a play. Is that allowed? Play Metalworker, go. And we got there. So there you go. You know, just knowing when to wasteland. And even though we didn't develop our board, especially seeing a ponder shuffle with no threat, and just sometimes you just win. Like again, like this is like a more non-game of Magic, in my opinion. That people think like, oh, a decision, like no decisions mattered, right? Like, I guess you can argue like you really had a decision to like, play this into days or wasteland them. So I mean, it pretty much played itself, I think. So, um, yeah, let's try it. I'd be shocked again. Like I said, I think this matchup is pretty bad. So if we somehow steal it, that would be phenomenal. Definitely would not hate that. Uh, I keep. I hate keeping two landers, but and then see these are the ones we always lose. Oof. So we go monolith here, and I think he would have dazed because this person has dazed. They forced my monolith last time. So say I know my next play is resolving, but I'm gonna get way. I think I just jam Metalworker and just hope they don't have bolt for it. I mean, if they have null ride, we're fucked regardless. So, which I have a feeling like null ride is coming. Oh, Ancient Grudge. That's a dagger. Alright, so now we slam Trinisphere and hope they don't have a third land. Sure. And they have a third land. So we're done. Yeah, we're done here. So again, like just non-game. Uh, what could you have done differently, knowing that they were gonna hit multiple Ancient Grudges and then be around, like they have enough mana to play 5 lands and 11 cards. Uh, like they have a grudge, right? So whatever we do doesn't matter. I guess we can just try to make them play something into the grudge. Like, what would they grudge? I take 9, I take it to 6, I play something, I go to 4. Yeah, I don't know how we could ever win. I guess if we drew like a spatial contortion, he taps that in a turn to blow up Trinisphere. So we'll take one more draw. But, like, they could flashback Grudge on Trinisphere here and then Daze Crucible. Like, we're just absolutely fucking crushed. Yep, there you go. Like people running multiple Ancient Grudges in Rug Delver. Just I don't know. I can't say I've seen that recently. Like you just multiple fucking Ancient Grudges absolutely destroying us. And a Goyf, sure. I was gonna say if we had an out, but I didn't think so. And they could blow up whatever blocker we play. Like we needed to get like a Worm Coil into play. So yep, just really bad time to play. Like I said, multiple I want to see if that's a common thing. Maybe it is, and I just yeah. So 2 Ancient Grudge. Oh, this guy who just absolutely crushed it. first place of the challenge was running 2 grudges. Yeah, second place. So they're all on 2 grudges. And 2 Cindervines, 1 grudge. Like, just 3. A lot of hate. A lot of hate for these decks. So, try it again. I'm not feeling super confident with the, just constant, like, 2 for 2 Delver. And it's probably the worst matchup for this deck. Even, like, Uro Wasteland piles with Leyline post board, you have a chance. Combo deck, you could sneak in a Trinisphere or like a Forge Master of Show and Tell and still win. But Delver, just turn 1 Delver. I haven't tracked my record against turn 1 Delver, but I'd assume it is borderline 0, 1%. Luckily enough in the challenge, I only faced Delver 1 time, and I get the same way I just beat this person, I won by wastelanding them out of the game. So, yeah, pretty much pretty rough. I almost think that against Delver decks, maybe Tangle Wire is actually good because if they're dazing, the Tangle Wires are always going to do a lot of damage. But I don't know. Maybe you'd have to go a lot of low cost artifacts, maybe like Mox Opal and extra fodder that you could just tap, like 4 manifold keys and things that you don't care about tapping, but the Tangle Wire. Um, so, but maybe that's something to consider for like another version of the list. So this is not really even turbo. This is more of like a regular one that we're playing today. So Lord Beers. I think this person mostly plays vintage, from what I remember. Oh, we always seem to have Blightsteel or Platinum Angel in the opener, which is rough. 1 lander. We can go 1 land Monolith. Pass. We can go turn 1 Lodestone Golem if we want to commit entirely. Sure. I'll go turn 1 Lodestone Golem just because it's like a vintage play. And wonder if it can get there. Hopefully they're playing some sort of a combo deck. Nothing more I could take. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try it though. Sorry, my wife is texting me. Okay. Alright. Sure. And what is this, a 4-turn clock? I just hope that it's good enough. Maybe they force this, and I don't have to commit this last thing. Nope. Alright, so all in. Force of will, you got me. Okay. So they probably don't have force. They made a force negation, I guess. And they conceded. Okay, so that's a way to win. Yeah, just go all in on turn 1, I guess. And just hope they don't go like forceful. Not luckily they actually played a land, so I know it's not something like Reanimator where I definitely want Leyline. I could run it back, conceding to a Chalice and a Lodestone. Maybe you think you could argue Thorns are good then. It's not like Death and Taxes or something where Trinisphere. Again, if Lodestone turn 1 is good, Trinisphere is probably good in turn 1. Chalices are probably good if they conceded to Chalice. I guess just bring in 1 Thorn for like a key. Sure. Sure, keep it simple. Misty Rainforest probably means Force of Vigor, Collector Oof, or something that's gonna piss me off. So, and then if it is something that Leyline's good against, we do get game 3 on the draw. So we could always bring these in and try to go for like a win. Huh. All right, so if we didn't, if mana, again, Platinum Angel in the opener, real nice. This isn't the easiest keep in the world. God, I want to bottom a Cloud Post, but then it makes the second Cloud Post worse because like we want to go turn 1 Greaves, turn 2 Metalworker, so Cloud Post is just the only awkward thing. It sucks putting away a Cloud Post when you have a Cloud Post though, for sure. Island. Lightning Greaves, baby. It'd be funny if it got forced, considering we just top decked another one. Brainstorm. Okay. So, combo or control? I mean, Misty, Island, Brainstorm. Snow covered though, so it could be some sort of like a Bant style deck. Okay, that could be good. Good in for 5. Seems decent. What's in their hand? That they just let me do that. Like, Force of Vigor could have blown me out. That would have been cast. Collector would have been played on their turn. Null Rod would have been played on their turn. No plows. Oh, fuck. That's pretty fucking disgusting. Okay, so don't know what they played, but Lodestone Show and Tell? Maybe it could be like an Omnitel list. I could see that, and we just kept like taxing them one off of it, and then the Croc is in play. Maybe. I don't know. It has to be Blue Green Show and Tell, but they didn't have a Force of Will, which is weird. Huh. Okay. But that's a W. See, like, I feel fine against that. That was very straightforward. But this league is going to be over in like fucking 40 minutes. That's one of the best things about this. Like, win or lose, it will be over shortly. So, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. When I thought I had a chance, and then like 2 minute, 3 minutes. Yeah. So definitely bang these matches out very quickly, which is a nice positive. If you don't have a lot of time and you want to play, then this could be your deck. You can punk people or lose. Yeah, I fucking love Lodestone Golem. Lodestone Golem with Lightning Greaves. Marriage made in heaven. But I wonder if there's a way you could play some sort of a affinity style list with Lodestone, where you're just applying a shitload of pressure. You could be running Thorns and Lodestones and just fucking lol for reals. I've faced this person before. Definitely keeping. What's this person name? LOL for reals. Yeah, bunch. Loss, win, win, loss, win. This was last week. What were they on last week? God, I'm only into 4 against them? Ouch. Oh, Urza Echoes. Urza Echo is a fucking terrible match, I think. I think it's a really bad match. Karn is the only good card, and luckily we have one, so... Put back in Vener's Fair. Yeah. Chalice on 1? Sure. The question is, do we... I think we Wasteland... Take them off of a potential turn 2 Karn, because that'll just fucking destroy us. Sure. Okay, Mox Opal something? No. So we just go Grim Monolith pass. And then the plan is just to play Karn, get Liquid Metal Coating for their island. Hopefully they don't have Soul Land plus... yeah, that's what I was worried about. I don't care about that card. Alright. Yeah, right, so we just go... Karn. Yes. Liquid Metal Coating. Wind. And we have Caracas to get rid of the Emery next turn, so that's nice. See the Cyanide, which doesn't do anything. Sure. Target here. Tick up on that. Bounce that. Land. Lodestone Golem. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, that was pretty good. In this match, I feel like it's whoever gets Karn down, and we were on the draw, so the Wasteland and Ancient Tomb was really big. So, again, it's just sort of assessing what they're on and what you could possibly lose to, and I think the only thing we possibly lose to is Karn, or they like wheel into something insane. I like Leylands a lot to stop the wheel with like in case they have Hull Breacher or something. Platinum Angel doesn't seem great because if they have Karn or something, they're like they'll find a way to bounce this, like Hercule's Recall or something. Wormcoil Engine, maybe it's okay. Chalice could be cut here, but Chalice on 0 actually does a lot. Maybe it's better on the play than on the draw, so I could buy that. And then Thorn. Thorn is actually getting reverse time, I think, because of all the bubbles and LED and Echo and all that. So maybe I want like Thorn, cut like a Manifold Key, cut the Chalices, do something like that. And just hope, I think this matchup is unfavorable. On the draw, they probably win like 70% of the time, so we have to sort of punk them out, I think. Again, you talk about quick matches though. Like you could fly through fucking leagues with this deck. This hand's decent. God, Blightsteel. It's always Blightsteel or Platinum Angel. They kept 7, summoned them all. Like on the play, I maybe keep this with a turn 2 Karn, but it did card here. We're dead to Karn. We don't have Wasteland to interact. We don't have Leyline, so this is a keep. We put back a Leyline. Done. Leyline. Go. So at least we don't get punked and Emery doesn't do anything. Can't echo. Sure. Put a Metalworker into play this turn. Feeling Grim Monolith and hopefully Metalworker, so I could just play Metalworker. And Graves. Nope. And still just gonna play Metalworker. advance our mana to hopefully have something to do with it. LED, sure. Again, we have the ley line, so the LED trick, you know, doesn't super matter. Now this is very scary. Yeah. Oh, it's a Karn. Yeah. Yeah. I told you, Karn is like the only card that matters in the matchup. So that's pretty rough. They tick up, sure. Yeah. Oh, we had the win this turn. Yeah. See, turn 2 Karn just stopping the turn 2 win from us. Right at 2, 4, 6, 9. Yeah, we had the. That's fucking painful. Damn. They recognized though and kept, you know, the only cards that mattered. So good for them, I suppose. And I'm trying to think what could happen. They're just gonna get lattice. They just get lattice and we lose. So again, the key to winning this match is being on the play. Again, in my opinion, this is one of those matches that like no decisions were really made. They kept 7, I mulliganed, and then they had to turn 2 Karn. So nothing here mattered. So, which is just the way of the game. Variance. So now I will bring in chalices. I'm gonna cut ley lines and bring in chalices because the echo, it only really matters if they're gonna discard their hand with LED. So I'll bring in chalices on 0, even if they wheel somehow, and we both start over, but chalices on 0, it's less likely they're gonna do anything too crazy. I like everything else, and yeah, give it a shot. Oof. We could get super lucky and have like a sort of either turn 1 Trinisphere or turn 1 Karn. Like we really need a big plan turn 1 versus this matchup. Like I said, they were probably 70-30 on the play. We're probably like 60-40 on the play. 10's just off. Fucking brutal. It really is brutal playing a 24 land deck and just drawing 1-landers. And not only is it a 1-lander, it's like not on my 8 soul lands. That's rough. This was like our only chance to they kept. Yeah, they kept. Just have to keep here. Bottom this. Urborg. Chalice on 0. Yeah, so this gets forced. That's the only difference is Leylines can't get forced, but this just has like a better game, I think. So we'll need to name Construct. Again, very like this is probably just going to be a non-game. Oh, I could wasteland them. Or I could wait 1 turn. Fuck. I think I'm gonna wasteland them. Again, I think they go Solan, Karn. It's just how we're locked out of the game. They play an Emery now and hit an Echo. Absolutely brutal. If they have another force, then you fucking got me, I guess. Alright. They didn't Echo that turn. Which I I think is incorrect. So now we can get we took out a manifold key. So now we can actually get a key and untap Monolith for next turn. Island, not particularly scary. Thorn is really good. So I really don't want to tick down on this. What could I do here? We have a couple different lines. It would have helped if we just got a creature. If they have Force of Will, man, this is a rough one. I think I just take up targeting. I'm gonna play a Thorn, and then I'm gonna take up targeting Thorn to block. Excuse me, got a work call.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry, guys. All right, and then we just pass the turn, and now we just have a 2/2 blocker. Blue. What do they target? Lion's Eye Diamond. That costs 1. Okay. So that's an excellent draw. And next turn we can get Lattice. So sure. And they can't Force of Will now? Yeah, so now we just get Lattice and win. Yep. Wow. Very unfavorable matchup, but you know, it's a W. It's a W, so we'll take that. We'll take that all day. But I think this came down to they Emerald into Echo and just didn't go for it. Knowing that like I could easily play Karn the next turn, and I did. So I don't know. I think that maybe was a punt. I don't play that deck, like their archetype enough, but um, it just seems like, especially because I didn't have Chalice or anything, right? Like they Echo, they get all their 0 drops to like play their own Karn or something. So I don't know. It seemed bizarre to me. But all right, let's play the last one. Again, 2 minute, 3 minute, 7 minute, longest game of the league. 7 minutes. Really says something. Excuse me, work again.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry about that. So anyway, thanks to whoever's here hanging out, watching some mud. Again, it's definitely not claiming to be the best deck, but if we get honestly, if you plug along with 3/2s facing like Rug Delver multiple times in a league, I think it's pretty reasonable. The question, if you want to ask the question, is what's the way to make it to actually make that matchup have a shot? So you get hands like this where it's just like infinite mana, but nothing to do with it. You Fernandez. Nope, never faced this person before. So, pros, all the mana. Cons, no gas. Damn, it's really brutal. This is like a Karn or a Lodestone Golem or a Forge Master. It's a snap keep. Say they're on Delver, and I go Monolith, it gets dazed, and I get wasted. That's pretty much over. I play Monolith, it gets forced. The next turn I play Monolith again. I don't like that there's not even a Chalice. Like, there's literally no interaction at all. I think I'm going to mull this. It's just way too late. And if I get wasted, we're just destroyed. 24 lands in the deck, remember? Have to keep this. Bottom, bottom. See what they're on. Dryad Arbor turn 1. Elves? Oh my god, it's like Maverick. Fucking brutal. What a dagger. Doesn't attack. Has crop rotation? Is what that means? So some green Sun's unit deck with crop rotate? Yep. Land? No, land. Like. Alright, so sometimes when you play Mud, the person just goes Wasteland, crop rotate, Wasteland. So that's pretty frustrating. So I guess the first land no, the first hand would have, like, again, it was all about if you got lucky and drew action spells. Last turn I guess I could have bluffed and just played this. A fucking triple Wasteland. Ancient Tomb? Fucking triple Wasteland, Jesus Christ. Absolutely disgusting. Green Sun for Reclaimer. What's happening? To get the fourth Wasteland. If I draw 1 mana and I don't. God, really, really brutal. Really brutal. Alright. Did this deck run Elvish Spirit Guide? Hang on. So, I think we Chalice for 1. Play a Cadolta Forge Master. And I hope I'm not like debating myself, but I think we're in a reasonable spot. Unless I like Green Sun for Collector Roof, then I'm fucking. But if it's the deck I think it is, I don't believe they have Collector Roof, at least in the main deck. Looks like green-white Reclaimer. Savannah, sure. Yeah, there's a Chalice in play, so thank you. And we could Forge Master away the Grim Monolith Manifold Key and Forge Master and use the other Manifold Key to give I'm gonna play this on 0 because I can actually sack that now. I can play Karn actually, right? We get to play Karn and Liquid Metal Coating also. So this seems like a pretty reasonable position. Like after getting triple wastelanded, I think this is very impressive. So we make it so they can't stage. Sure. I guess don't. No, I don't think we can lose to anything. I mean, right, famous last words, but yeah, we'll get rid of Manifold Key, Grim Monolith, and Chalice Zero to get a Blade Steel. And then we'll give Blade Steel unblockable with Manifold Key. So, again, given that this was triple Wasteland turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, things worked out pretty well. Opponents in the tank, they're probably playing something like, where is it? Where's this silly deck? This one? It looks like they're just playing this list. So they have like a Ramanop, a Safekeeper, Bajuka Bog, Dark Depth, Sajiri Step. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess they have no way to stop an what do you call it? Unblockable Blade Steel. So 1, 2, 3. Especially with Chalice on 1, they can't plow, they can't crop rotation for anything like a Maze of Ith or. And we still have a Wasteland active, so. Though I guess technically now, because I got rid of Grim Monolith, I'll need a mana. I could have gotten rid of Liquid Metal Coating, I suppose, if I was going to go for the win this turn anyway. But we hit a land because we're that good. So I gotta activate Liquid Metal Coating first to force action. If we target this, they can't activate it. So we force the action here. They can activate Elvish Reclaimer, or they can make a Dark Depth, Merit Leash token, or whatever. But I think the Manifold Key is gonna carry it home. Yep. You're copying my Wasteland. Okay. Now tick up on your Wasteland. Okay. I now make it so this cannot be blocked this turn. I think that's it. All right, going to hey Horseman 4, the 4 Horseman 4. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well this afternoon, evening, wherever you are. So there's a nice battle back. See if we can actually get the 3-2. That'd be pretty sweet after getting crushed by Delver to start the league. Um, so if assuming they're playing a list like very similar to this, they hit us with 3 wastelands in the first 3 turns and we still won. So I think that means the matchup is decent. Though I think any Greenstone Zenith deck is going to cause a problem due to a Collector Oof, Gaddock Teague, and Force of Vigor. Like those cards are insane against us. They technically can go in like turn 1 Deafening Silence to stop our busted draws. Yeah, no, I'm glad to play some Legacy. Gotta play a sweet deck, that can beat up other sweet decks. So we got to bring in Spatial Contortion. It hits a turn. Trinisphere doesn't seem stellar. Spatial Contortion could hit an early Elvish Reclaimer. It could hit, and the most important thing is Collector Roof. It could tag Gaddock Teague. So I think you need Spatial Contortion. Ley Lines, they actually I don't think run any Loam or anything typically. So they run a Ramen Up Excavator. I mean, that again something else Spatial Contortion can kill. So I don't want to play too heavy like lean on that. Chalices actually, this style deck I would normally cut it, but the crop rots and the plows make me want to keep it. Yeah, they do have abrupt decay, so you can maybe cut one, give me an option to sideboard for it if I want to. Yeah, I think we just give this a shot. But again, I'm genuinely surprised we won that match. After getting wastelanded turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. The manifold keys were absolutely instrumental in winning that. We would not have been close if I did not have both them in play. This is a keep. Turn 1 Wasteland on our Ancient Tomb is brutal, but turn 1, just having a turn 1 Spatial Contortion and having 3 lands. In this deck, I don't think you can ever mulligan 3 lands. Like, you need so much mana, which is why it plays 24 lands. So. Alright. Let's see what we have. If it's Green Sun for Dryad, I don't think I Spatial Contortion to Dryad. I think I just play like Cavern on like Golem and Pass. So if they play like Collector Oof and Wasteland, my Ancient Tomb doesn't get tagged. Maybe Green Sun for 2 here. Oh, just the natural Collector Oof. Okay, we knew that was coming, so. They don't run Cradle, right? I'm trying to think if they run anything that would like. I don't want them. Guess I should hold this off as long as I can. Spatial Contortion, Sajiri Step doesn't even stop it, which is nice. Even if they wanted like Crop Rot and Sajiri Step to protect this. Next turn, like hiding Soul Land is fantastic. So Wasteland isn't that devastating. What would be frustrating here? That's a card that has text against us, for sure. Let's see. And Wasteland? Yeah, so we held the Soul Lands back, which is pretty nice. All right. How long are we on for? I don't know. Probably not too much longer. I think maybe another 30 minutes. I want to finish up this league. I just wanted to get on. I need to stream for 4 more hours or something. Like I have to do like after this I have to do 5 more streams and total like 4 more hours to get affiliate. So I was trying to I'm just trying to stream a little more often when I can, between the move and everything, just so I could try to get affiliate and get some subscribers, because that'd be pretty sweet. Since the video, people were actually interested in Mud, so. And oh yeah, I play pretty quickly. I think on average compared to other people. So don't get me wrong, there's turns that maybe take a little longer, but I mean, again, you look at our matches: 2 minute, 3 minute, 7 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 5, 5, 7, and 2, 3. So one, okay, huh? So they missed a land drop. I really want to wasteland them, but I think just I need to get this into play because they're just gonna attack me to death. So I'll get this in play, and if they want to like swords this and attack for 6, I'm fine with it. Yeah, you're in like they're gonna double attack here. I'll trade, no problem. They have another one. They're just going all out on the reclaimers. That's a line, I guess, right? What can I do? Oh, they drew another land, but flagship doesn't even kill these guys. Yeah, some of us working today. I had to go in at like 4 a.m. That's the only reason I got home early. It's giving me a chance to. But not yet. I don't know if I can get on a schedule. Just being genuinely honest, like as much as I'd like to, I just don't know how realistic that is. Let's play a 3-5. If it gets plowed, it's not the end of the world. No plow. Okay. So these Karns may do something. Damn. I'm not drawing particularly well. Let's see what I could do here. Get this Karn into play. Down tick. Yes. We can get... It is a 6-5 though. For next turn. So I think I'm gonna get a Trinisphere. Since they only have two mana in play. I'm still one away from gaining life with Inventor's Fair, unfortunately. So again, so they can sack a land here. I mean, Wasteland doesn't do anything really, and you're just taking lands out of your deck when you're locked from Trinisphere. So I think if you're just gonna sack just for the sake of it, it doesn't make very much sense. Like you need to draw a land or you lose. Because actually, from this position, all I have to do is get Liquid Metal Coating. Nah, they drew a land. They drew the best possible land. Oh, we drew a really good land as well. Crucible Worlds. Wasteland. So yes. I actually don't want to play anything, I don't think. I want to wasteland them at end of turn after they sack flagstones. So the best card to have post would be, I think, Skyship, because this can bolt something and then also just have to be a 6/5 attacker, which is pretty nice. If we want to, like in emergency mode, we can Forge Master, Crucible, Trinisphere, Kadolta. Next turn we gain 2 life from the Glimmer Post in the graveyard, so we have that going for us. But yeah, Flagstones was like the absolute best draw, because I think they were thinking about probably reclamationing 4 of Flagstones, and then just naturally drew it as the 3rd land so they could play through Trinisphere. Let's see which land they're going to look for here. And I'm just gonna waste this. My chickens are being really loud. They're being like complete dicks. Yeah. Another. They really drew Flagstone, Flagstone? Damn. That's rough. We do have a waste, like, that sort of puts us off our wasteland every turn plan. So decay for this. So I think I just say okay. That's frustrating. But I just have to say okay to that. And it stops me from gaining a life, which is pretty irritating. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So I just take this up on nothing. And now I don't mind playing this because the only thing that I can definitely get dumpstered, but the only thing that'll get me is Force of Vigor here. So I'll play around the 1 of Force of Vigor because even if they go like Rex Age this, I just animate Skyship. So I gain 1 life also when we untap, as long as I keep all my artifacts. See what they had drew. Plow. So they plow. So they have a crop rotation, but I don't even know what they could crop rotation for. I'm trying to think what I could do here, because I can. So it's either Skyship Sovereign and gain 3, which I don't hate. And then I can. Yeah, actually, I don't hate that. I don't hate gaining 3 life here. That's fine. Leaving the Trinisphere in play. Sure. Damn, these draws have not been kind. Oh. Okay, hold on. I can get a Ballista. Yeah, this is actually pretty hot. So we get Ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go like 5, 6. So we go Ballista for X is 3. Crew the Skyship. Attack. It deals 3. Ping it with Ballista. Then Wasteland you go. Alright. No, I was thinking when you said like I was thinking about using Kadolta Forgemaster to get rid of Forgemaster, the ship, and Trinisphere for like Bladesteel, so that they could have like crop rotated for something. But given that instance, they could have just chumped with the Elvish Reclaimer. So that's why I didn't do that. Or they have a sideboard whatchamacallit, a sideboard. The fuck's that card? Glacier Chasm. They could have had like a separate Glacier Chasm. So now I start gaining life. Oh, wow. Got it. Got the 3-2. Got the 3-2 against. So we lost to Delver and Delver, and then we beat an opponent who conceded too quickly, but I think it was Blue Green Omnitel. Then right here we've Green White Depths, and then Echo. So really not that bad of a showing, honestly, all things considered. Um, Considering we started again, yes, whenever you start 0-2 to rally back for that little pity trophy, oh, it feels good. I'm gonna open it on stream just to see if we get anything fun, because that's what it's all about. Bang. Carpoozen Forest. Look at that. A nice pain land for some red-green Eldrazi deck that I can brew. But that's it. That's it for today, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm going to try to stream occasionally throughout the month, sporadically for now. I'm moving. My wife is pregnant, so we're going to, I'll just try to stream when I can because I do enjoy it in my spare time. Follow if you haven't, and then that's it. Hopefully, you guys can catch the next stream, and take care.